Rat.
Rats. 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 They're the most horrible, hated animal in Britain. And today, I'm going to be telling you about these disgusting, horrible vermin animals. I'm going to get the opinions of many people over the UK and see what they really think about rats. Our journey begins right down one of these things. So now I'm about to head over to St Andrews, where I'll make a very prestigious phone call to a very prestigious student who's going to tell me a little bit about rat eggs and their birth. What's your opinion on rats?
Me on rats?
Yes.
Oh, love them. Myself, love a good rat.
It's a real pleasure to meet you. Do you guys have any... Do you know how rats are born?
Not really, man. Sort of egg?
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, you're telling me.
Careful, Ben. You don't want to rat out again.
It's a real pleasure to meet you. Cattle.
That name Fraser.
Fraser?
Yeah.
Rat?
Nice to meet you. What?
Did you say rat?
Rat.
Hello. Do you have to live with Vinny? You have to live with Vinny.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Love you.
In this next segment of the film, I wanted to find out what people really thought of these rats. And so I took a bit of time to interview a couple of people. Whatever. Here's a compilation of them. So I'm currently on my way to the very end of the Northern Line, where I'm going to be interviewing a very interesting person about the case of rats in the household. Now, as we all know, the Northern Line is one of the best places for a rat to live. So it's going to be really interesting, where you go right into the depths of the Northern Line and find a bit more about why these terrible creatures are inhabiting all of the horrible houses. Looks like I'm at the property now. So Joe, you've been living among rats for a lot of your life, really.
Well, I mean, you know, living in London, they're everywhere, bloody vermin. You know, it wasn't so bad in the house because we've got good rat protection, but it's just, it really is a shame as a child, you know, having to step outside and immediately seeing one of them, just kind of.
And you can tell that you run a very tight ship in here. It's very clean, and the rats would not. You sort of you'd kill them.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, one of those tennis rackets for flies. Yeah, we've got one of those for rats. So you know, the electric ones, you just give them a.
Just a final word for the Mayor of London, Mr.
Boris
Keith Ray.
Johnson.
Would you like him to help with the rat problem? What would you like to see him do?
To be honest, yeah, I would. I mean, off the top of my head, you know, rat poison out, you know, so if it's icy, right, they put out sort of gravel and silt and stuff like that just to get rid of the ice. Same thing with rat poison. People won't mind, it's getting rid of the rats.
We had an absolute plague. The vermin were running wild around my premises. One time my father actually took a shotgun from next door to the rats because the rats were so bad. It was an interesting day indeed. The cannoning sound of gunshots just flying around the yard, and many rats became many rat pancakes. A very dark image, and please don't think he's a brute, but when you've got as many rats in the house as we did, you'd understand. Like, the rat problem is as bad as the pigeon problem, and the pigeon problem is horrendous. I could happily walk. Norwich is a nice market town, right?
Yes.
So when I walk through Norwich and I go and buy some chips from the market, I haven't even got a single chippy in my mouth when just a swarm, an absolute swarm. I should have kept clear here, by the way, and I didn't. Do you want to hear the worst thing that a rat has ever done to me personally?
Yes, please.
Now, this is a true story. This is
Yes,
bollocks.
please.
So I had some guinea pigs at one time called Hertie and Gertie. And I was about 6 years old. We kept them in a little cage in sort of this back shed we had at my old house in the middle of nowhere in Norfolk.
Yes.
And one time, my job was just to change Gertie's water. I was only about 7.
Yeah.
I did it every morning when I got up. Are we going the right way, by the way?
Yeah, man, straight on.
Okay, for sure. So one day, one fine summer's day, I came downstairs to change Gertie's water, and I opened the hutch, and there's just this fucking like bloody, messy carcass of Hertie and Gertie still in the cage.
Oh,
And in the back of the cage, there's just this fucking hole. Like it was a wooden hutch,
Yeah.
and a group of rats had gnawed through the back of the hutch,
Oh my god.
got into the hutch, which was sealed, and fucking eaten my guinea pigs alive. And at 6 years old, I just discovered their like open carcasses, bones,
my
intestines, and
God.
all. I fucking like, honestly, mate, harrowing experience. Still have flashbacks.
Absolutely.
It looked at me, I was like, Morland. Listen to that fucking engine. Who cares, bro?
So, have you ever had rats in this kitchen?
We've had none.
Well, at least
We've
pretend.
had 0 rats.
Oh god.
In my first student house, I was sat there, it was in the first week. My housemate, who was a bit of a joker, said there's a rat in the utility room, and I was like, I don't believe you. And I was sat bare feet in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and then I scared it, and then it ran over my bare foot, and then went behind the washing machine. And we cleared out the entire kitchen, and then my housemate was getting sick of waiting for it to cough or whatever. And then she walked in, and it had shat all over the hob, all over the surfaces.
Oh
So we
god.
got it bleached, got it professionally cleaned, and then we got an exterminator who arrived at
Alex.
8 in the morning,
Hmm.
and he picked it up with his bare hands, and it had died at that point, and he put it in a bag. And then when I asked the estate agents why this had happened, they said they'd never had a rat problem before, but whilst the exterminator was there, he turned up and he said, I've been here a fair few times.
Oh
And he took out the
really?
panels in the kitchen, and there was all this solidifying filler thing, and even the can from the previous time. Basically, one of the breeze blocks was missing.
I saw a rat in front of my house, my friend, and it was so disgusting. But
Yeah.
I didn't want to eat my ham sandwich because I kept thinking about the disgusting fucking rat.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
I lost all of my appetite.
Gross creatures.
Yeah, I had a couple of nightmares as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Rat pack. So I'm here today with very notorious film director, Mr. Rodney Ent. And he's going to tell us a little bit about his films he's made, which in the wider media really display the rat at its best. Now, Rodney, just talk me through a couple of your films you've made.
I've directed the film Rats, a successful blockbuster, Ratatouille and Rats Away. And in fact, currently working on Rat 2.
Rat 2, wow.
Rat 2 indeed.
And what will that entail if you buy the pump?
It will just be, there'll be some very gargantuan rats involved in the centerpiece of this film. I don't think people quite know what they're expecting.
No.
With the scale of these rats.
Yeah, well, that's really interesting. So tell me, what is it about rats that is so interesting to you that you want to know about?
What isn't there that's interesting about rats? I mean, really, like, there's
Well,
such a
maybe
so
the fact that
strangely
they're
mysterious
vermin.
and they're vermin. There's a lot of mystery around them. They're very they're rather terrifying if you think about it.
Well, listen, Rodney, you have been amazing. I have been
Pleasure.
so happy saying hello and meeting you. And I think we can all agree that we are just so happy to be here. Can we all just stand up for a minute? Because it's lovely, isn't it? This is really good. You've done.
Yes.
And it's really good, and I can't wait for Rat 2. Make sure you watch Rat 2.
Rat 2 in cinemas in next 8 months.
Right. Yes. So Thomas, you're a really, really big fan of, well, of the Rat films, aren't you?
I'm really such a fan, and it's such a fan. Mr. Rodney Ent, such a fan. Is one of my favourite directors of all time. A fan, and I've got to say, his work is such fantastic. I mean, honestly, Rat 1 made me cry. Been queuing up for about 2 hours to watch Rat 2 at the cinema. Such a fan, and just so excited. I mean, such a fan. It's Rat 2.
What are you waiting for then?
Yeah, such a fan.
What you've just seen is a badger shooter outside a cinema. Going to see, I don't know, a rat-related film, I guess. The joke was that he was standing outside for 2 hours, but he didn't have to stand outside for 2 hours.
I love rat music! I love rat music!
I love rap music. My favourite artist is Kanye Pest.
I need you right now. Right now. Right now. Right now.
I'm selling rat merchandise for a man called Rat Egg. We've got...
Thank you very much. I think we've got a t-shirt somewhere. Has injured his hands, by the way. He came off his bike the other.
Have a project called Rat Egg.
There's too much egg to rat ratio.
Rat music!
We want to do it!
1, 2, 3, 4!
I love Rat Egg. Do that again. I love Rat Egg. No, do it. So my name is Jack, and I've been producing rap music for a very, very long time. And let me tell you something really interesting. This is my home studio setup, and I'm really, really happy to show you the space, tell you a bit about what I do. You know, right, man, are you right? This is my engineer. This is Kenny.
I made you that tea.
Right.
I can't find it.
Why can't you find it?
I think the rat took it.
The who?
The rat.
Right. Just go on. Put it there. That's one, Kenny, man. Shut the door behind you, yeah?
Sorry, boss.
Never cross me.
Right, so I'm now speaking to a bloke from Rat Boy. He sells band merch for the band.
I drew a rat egg.
This is a rat and an egg.
They do, you mean, or what?
Just the rat in general, you know.
Yeah, rats are nice.
Which ones?
The really small ones.
Paul just makes music for rats. Did you know, as a survival method, rats run in a straight single file and slalom to resemble a snake so predators don't attack them, as they are much more vulnerable on their own.
Good. Hi guys. Wait, so what do we do? Do you ask me questions or?
Well, just whatever you want to talk about with rats.
It's the rats that have made me it's the rats. I think that it's sort of something that I think when we look at things from like a different perspective, sort of like the overtaking of the world, and that sort of the overtaking of things. I feel rats, the sort of the way that they they smell is something that makes you want to sort of taste them. But then it's also you don't want to taste them because of the way they look. Do you get what I mean? But I think when you sort of, if we're going to draw it at a conclusion, rats sort of run the world.
The whole of the Rat King, the largest in Austin, Texas. I'm making a rat documentary for that man there, and he has no clue. The rats will feast in there till dawn. Innie, this film was for you. I hope you like the fuck out of it.
Rats! Rat chef. Rat chef. Rat chef. Rat chef. Rat chef. Rat chefs. My name's Toby, I'm a rat chef. I've been a rat chef for 25 years. You will find no better rat chef than I. In my rat kitchen, I serve the finest rat souffle, rat curry, Bombay rat stir fry. That's all you need to know. I'm deadly fucking serious.
In my documentary? No. In this part of the documentary, I'm about to go inside the property of somebody else and ask some questions. Follow me. They don't know they don't know I'm here. So it seems you've got a very big fascination with rats.
Well, it all started when my daughter told me she wanted a rat. And I wasn't that keen, to be honest, because they're ugly creatures.
Really ugly
creatures. Yeah, and I thought, how can you love a face like that? However, we conceded and decided to get her a rat for her birthday. And I have to say, since then...
So why did you want the rat?
We grew to love the rat as much as she does. And we wouldn't be without the rat now.
Well, no, of course, yes. So there's a lot of people that believe these creatures are vermin and they're destroying the cities.
Lies.
The streets.
Lies. Yeah. She's a very friendly rat. She likes to sit on your lap. She likes to sniff your face. Yeah. Sometimes she does shit on the floor, which is not great. Yeah, I don't know how much you can train rats, but you certainly can't train this rat. And she's very noisy.
He's got the face of a cockle and the arse of a rat. He's 3 foot long. If you see it, kill it. No hesitation.
So, I believe you've had some bad experiences in the past with rats.
Two. Well, the first one was a trip to the shed to find some tools, and I picked up an old box that was in there, and a rat jumped out of the box onto my shoulder, and I screamed like a girl. The second one was very similar. I opened the waste box outside where the bins are kept, and the same thing. Rat come flying out, and once again I screamed like a girl. Very unpleasant things, but I did catch it and I killed it. Something of an unknown quantity in the loft space. If I do catch it, I will kill it. with a shovel.
Oh wow.
Yes, I hit it 2 or 3 times before I managed to chop off his head. It was well and truly dead when I finished with it.
Mm.
Just to send out a message to his friends,
Yes.
so they don't come back. Rats, don't come here because you will be killed, painfully. Bit by bit, I will get you. Okay? Be warned.
Rats were always stand-ins for human beings and human subjects. He called it psychology as the behaviorist views it, and it was basically his manifesto for behaviorism. And in it, he declared that behaviorism was a science of human behavior, and that.
What's your opinion on the rat?
What rat? Which rat?
Well, all of them.
Who's rat?
So guys,
Who's a rat?
Me.
You.
Daddy. What do you think of these people that think rats are vermin and they want to kill rats and destroy them?
I won't hear it. I won't hear it. I won't hear it. I think it's despicable. We don't talk that way about other minorities. I mean, some people do, to be fair. But I don't think we should discriminate. Fuck the other animals, absolutely. But rats, they're incredibly intelligent creatures, and I think to discriminate against them, it's abhorrent. I really feel very strongly against it. So next time you see a rat, all I say is, just think he's got feelings. He's got a soul. Just.
Earlier on, I spoke to a ticket inspector. He said that the rat stinks. It lays in the tracks and it goes like that. And it gets really upsetting for him because he sees a lot that are running around and the train comes.
National Rail Service.
Oh, it's not kind at all, is it? It was around this point in the documentary that I started to realise that the hole I was digging deeper into was really hard to do. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Yeah. Yes, well, no, I've been a chef for a couple of years, at least I've been a chef for at least 100 years. And one of my favourite dishes is pasta with rat sauce.
Yeah. I'm Sam Eagle from Six Music, and I love rat music. Rat music.
So, I'm just carrying on with the rat documentary, and I feel like I've got to speak to some of the people on this train. It's really difficult because everyone doesn't really like me. It's really hard. Would either of you guys here, would you like to be in a documentary about rats? No. Would you like to be in a documentary about rats? Rats. Hey? I'm doing a documentary about rats, my friend. What's your opinion on the rat?
I like them.
You like the rats?
They're smart, they're social, they're great pets, very loyal.
They're loyal?
I feel like people have a bad, people have what do you call it?
People give them a bit of a bad rat.
People have bad assumptions about rats,
They're horrid.
No, they're not.
They're not. They're not vermin. They're lovely.
They're lovely. If you treat them right, they'll treat you right.
Ben Porteous Butler. You'll be in the documentary about rats. Thank you so much. Thank you. So that was just a lady that I interviewed on the train, and she didn't quite understand what this was about because I thought it was about rats and that. But my name is Ben. I'm at Dollis Hill, which is where I live, and I feel so happy to be involved with a rat. The best thing about a rat is that they'll have a great time. Thanks. To wrap up my documentary about rats in London, it's really difficult. Have you got any ideas about rats in London?
I haven't, mate. No, don't put me on that. I don't want to be on Facebook or nothing. Yeah,
it's on YouTube.
Don't worry about it. I don't want to be.
You sure?
Yes.
It's a documentary about rats.
Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. Yeah.
Okay.
cool.
Please, one opinion.
It's a living thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're living here. Yeah, they
We're
got
living, the rats are living.
There you are, so there you are, right?
If I'm honest, I just spoke to a bloke. He's really interesting because do you have any opinions on rats?
Rats?
Rats. I'm doing a documentary about rats.
Yeah, sorry, it's not the right moment.
Not the right moment.
No, but I have an opinion on rats. Thank you.
What do you think?
They're good. They're very intelligent.
They're intelligent creatures.
Yes.
Do you think they should be killed?
No.
No way.
Unless they are at your home. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. And unless they are noisy.
Of course. I'm really sorry. I did interview somebody, but they weren't interested.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer. I mean, if you use me, you get interested.
This guy, he's not interested in the documentary, but in the end of the day...
I'm interested, I just don't want to appear in it.
Of course.
I will be watching it.
Of course. Have you got my name?
No, I don't know who you are.
It's Ben Porteous Butler.
Yeah.
And I'm on YouTube.
Yeah.
Of course. Would you... And you don't want to be in the documentary?
No, exactly.
Okay. So, what I'll say here is there's somebody I interviewed and they just weren't interested in the documentary. And he's a lawyer. So I've clipped out all of his footage and it's quite sad. He had a very good opinion on rats and how they should live. And I think you can learn a lot from it. If I summarise it... What was it you said? What did you say about rats?
You said that I have a good opinion and I don't remember what was my opinion.
Well, obviously I'll watch it back. But
with the rat documentary.
And this gentleman, he said a very good thing about the rats. They shouldn't be harmed. He works in law. He's an incredible person, and at the end of the day, it shouldn't be any more than that. You know, the rats are incredible. The rat is the best animal in the kingdom.
Let me check with this. So let me check with this lovely lady. What do you think about rats? We're doing a documentary on rats. Me and
on rats.
On rats. Yeah.
Rats. I don't like rats very much.
They're horrid.
They are the devil in fur.
We're doing a documentary on rats.
We're doing a documentary on the rat.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's really important.
You know?
The rats. What's your personal experience with rats?
Well, I had an awful time with a rat, and it jumped up at my face, and it said, "Rat."
He said.
Yeah, it said that.
Spoke to you.
It said, "I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. The rat is awful."
I know.
That's what it said.
They're not awful, though. They're very intelligent. That's what I said before.
Well, you can be awful and intelligent.
That's what I get taught my whole life.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's something to dwell on, isn't it?
So I've just finished my documentary on rats, and I've spoken to a couple of dwellers, and now I think they will speak to me about the rats. But the interesting thing is, they love the rat. They really love the rat, and the rat is so gross, and it makes me feel sick. Look. And the rat is great. It's great to say. If you say rat, just say rat. Say rat. Say rat. And this is a littus. A littus. It's just a rat. And the rat is so sad. Look, just watch me headbutt this fence. Just watch me headbutt this. And that's it. And that's just what the rat says. That. Did any of you guys ever watch Sarah Jane Adventures? See, and Mr. Smith, he's talking in your head, rat, 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 rat. And he said to me, he said, "Look at the car. Look at the car." And he said, "Look, here's Sarah Jane. She's got a cool car. And then we go in the black fence." Just, let's check this out. I said, "Good night, guys." Cheers. And we go in the rat house. I'm in the rat house. I'm in the rat house tonight. This documentary has been really tough for me. I've learned so much about rats and what they mean, you know, what they do, what they are. I've been through phases. I've supported the rats, I've loved the rats, I've tried to push them. You know, I've really tried to, you know, explore them. Right? But I've also been through times where I've met with these people that loathe and hate the rat. And how are we meant to live in a world with such discrimination against these animals? I don't know. Maybe I'm the worst. You know, maybe this whole thing is discrimination. But if there's one thing I know, it's that I've learned that rats have a place. Rats have a place. Rats have a place like no one else. You see, in history they've been experimented on. Psychology. You know, just to throw that out there. People take the rat because they know there won't be ethical issues surrounding them. They can cut up rats. And nobody minds. They can punch rats in the knock. Nobody's gonna give a crap about it. Is that right? Is that really right? When it all comes down to it, rats, they have a place, as we all do. Whether that's a place of experimentation, of animalistic freedom, or as a living thing with rights, just like a human being. We'll never know. There was no point me even doing this video. And it's taken me years and years to edit and amalgamate some of the information I've gathered. But at the heart of it, rats. Rats are all we bloody need. It was you, Innie. It was always you. It's all for you. All of this. Okay, well, are you ready for the rehearsal now?
Yeah, let's practice. Let's rehearse.
Okay.
Let's rehearse rap. I'm ready to.
Okay, my rap guitar.
Retard, if you will.
Happy. Rata. Rata.
What would a rat wear? So, do you want to start by doing some rat sounds?
Yeah, let's get rat sounds going.
I'm the egg.
Rat King be released?
Mr. Pilch, it is. Yes, the rat is. Yeah, take it. Whoa! 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 You know how you go to a really prestigious school?
Yeah, man.
I thought you'd know a bit more about the rat's life cycle, at least.
I know what a Rat King is.
How does that work?
Filchard will not be happy when she sees Margaret in the storm.
Where did Rat Egg come from? We got to practice these things, Innie. Sam's booked us a gig.
What are we practicing tonight?
Rat Egg, for Pete's sake. What do you think this is? Table football?
You're right, this isn't table football. This is Rat Egg.
This is Rat Egg. Let's get a big shout. This is Rat Egg. This is Rat Egg. This is Rat Egg. This is Rat. I get you. Rat. This is.
I like it.
Mouse cocoon. Thank you for your time, Innie.
Yes, well, thank you, Ben. It's been a really good practice.
I've missed you.
Oh, God.
Hmm?
I've missed Rat. Oh, man.
Goodbye.
Good band, they were.
He's
ratting out.
Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're chatting. He's ratting out.
Ratting. Diggy. No.
I do love you, Ben.
Ah, yeah,
really
yeah.
miss you, man.
Heard it all before, mate.
Better get total before 8.
Yeah, I better get teetotaled. Go on.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Go on, you're missing the family. Go on, get out. Go on, you must be missing your family by now. Get out of here.
Yeah, I should get out and get to the
Come on, you crackhead.
Yeah.
Tom Donovan wants to pay us £1 million
that'd be nice.
to do a Rat Egg concept album.
Please. I've been introducing it to the lifestyle here.
Have you?
Yeah.
And what does it do?
Well, it does a lot, really. It helps a lot of people out. Helps them pay the rent.
Yes. And it was at this point that, well, I felt very guilty. Goodbye, Annie.
Goodbye.
Yes, yes. Mm. Appendix 2, discussions with a lawyer. It's Ben Porteous Butler. I'm making a documentary on rats. You hit me up, you'll be in the documentary.
Yeah, I haven't given my authorization to be in the documentary.
Would you like to be in it?
No, thanks.
Okay, I'll
Sorry,
delete.
bud.
Cheers, man. Where are you based?
I'm on this road.
End of this road?
Yeah.
I'm down that road.
Yeah.
If you ever want a dinner, I'll make it for you.
That would be nice.
Yeah?
Okay.
It's lovely to meet you, man.
Take it easy.
Good luck. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will go well.
Yeah,
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah, Ben Porteous Butler.
How do you spell your surname?
Porteous.
Porter Speller.
PORTEOUS-BUTLER.
It's quite long.
It's a bit long.
Okay.
Did you want me to write it?
That would be good. Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Have a very good evening. Check me out.
Yes.
I'll make a documentary about rats. It'll be on YouTube. I'll make sure you're not in it.
Absolutely. Unless you let me sign a contract.
Would you like to be in a contract?
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah?
And I can give you my opinion, my very full opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much would you like for the documentary? I'm not making any money from the documentary. It's on YouTube.
How much do you know about rats?
I know.
The peculiar case of Appendix 3, deleted scenes.
Metro services, please take the first train and change at Camden Town.
I actually don't. I'm all out of rat stories.
Please.
No.
Please.
Is it like my beanie?
Yeah. What's that made of?
Wool, not rats.
Rat hairs!
Nah, that's how I start with my music. Just gonna go for a piss.
I can't watch this.
No?
I simply can't.
Okay,
It's too much. Ever since the incident.
Let's explain more of what happened.
So tell us a bit about your experience then with the rat. What happened then?
God, honey, it tears me up every time.
It's okay, darling. It all happened back in '67. Our daughter Angela. That bastard rat! He took our daughter Angela. That bastard rat.
Oh God.
It's okay, honey.
It all started in the basement. We went up there for Angela for a camping trip. We hadn't been there in yonky years. We went upstairs and, well, there was a big box and...
Such a big box.
Such a big box.
And in that box, a smaller box. And in that box, a smaller box. And in that box was a note from that bastard rat saying Angela's gone. And we haven't seen her.
So, one note to all you fucking rats. Fuck you.
Thank you for listening. I love you.
Too many rats will get you in the stocks. The Queen hates vermin. She hates vermin. She will despise you. And this is me tonight in the hen party stocks for the Queen